guys, it's Deb. Welcome to part 15 of Let's Play The Sims 4 Get to Work. In our last episode, both Jordan and Shawna broke up with Trent, and Jordan let Trent know that she never actually cared about him. She was only pretending to teach him a lesson because you see, Trent was dating both Jordan and Shawna at the same time, and he was telling Shawna that he loved her and only her and wanted a relationship with her and wanted a commitment with her at the same time that he was telling Jordan that she was the only woman in his life. So he definitely needed to be taught a lesson. And now Ethan knows what Trent has done, and Ethan is furious. He cannot stand the fact that someone would break Shawna's heart like this. And he is about to let Trent have it. So let's just go ahead and see what's going on here. And I did move this table out of the way so they will have room to fight, because I do believe that Ethan is ready to pound Trent into a pile of dirt. The dirt that he is. So let's just see what happens. And yes, Ethan is furious. He is screaming at Trent. And Trent is just standing there taking it. And Ethan's saying, you told Shawna you wanted to have a family with her. But no, you're no better than a llama's rear end. You probably just wanted to get the money from her gallery. You never wanted to have children with her. How could you treat her this way? And he's just going to keep going. He's going to yell at him. He's going to jeer him. He is going to mock his outfit. He is going to throw a drink at him. And I think everybody's kind of hearing the ruckus and they're coming out here. There's Jordan. She sees what's going on. And Ethan's like, oh yeah, you think you're God's gift, but no, you're not. I bet you wear boxers with hearts on them. But you deserve to be humiliated. And let's just see. I don't know if he's going to. Let's have him yell at him a little bit more, and then we will have him fight. I don't know if he's going to throw a drink. Yes, he is. He's going to throw a drink at him. He's saying, you are not all that, Trent Ramirez. You think you are, but you're not. And there we go. He threw a drink in his face, and it did work. So I'm so glad. You know, sometimes it doesn't. But Trent really deserved to have that drink thrown in his face. And they are going to fight. Ethan is going to pound Trent into a pulp. And here they go. They are fighting. And I really, really hope that Ethan wins. And can we have the Sims come and watch? Let's just see if we can have them watch this fight. I guess you can't. You know, in The Sims 3, you could have them come over and watch the fight, but I guess you cannot do that in The Sims 4, which is something that they need to add. And look, you can see them through the dust. You can see Ethan's beard. Ethan is really going to let him have it, and I do hope that Ethan wins. Oh, somebody was upside down. I think it was poor Ethan. Uh-oh, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this fight. Come on, Ethan. Pound him into the ground. Is he going to? Trent's putting up a good resistance there, I think. Yes, he is. Are people finally starting to notice that this fight is going on? Yeah, I think they are. I think Shawna's watching. Oh, and Ethan did win. Yay! And Trent is dazed. And he does not know what to think now. And Ethan's just going to say, you know, Trent, goodbye. It's time for you to leave. Yes, it is. And, you know, oh, Trent's yelling at Ethan now. Don't you do that. So, just go away. Go away. Oh, wait a minute. Let's declare him an enemy first. He's going to declare him an enemy if we can. I guess we can't because I already clicked go away. But let's just see if perhaps we can. Yeah, we're going to declare him an enemy. Well, okay, we'll do that later. Not going to worry about it. So Trent has gone off in the corner. And you may remember that as part of Jordan's plan, Jordan had Shawna ask Trent to move in, which Trent did agree to do so. However, you know, Trent had planned, even though he told Shawna that he would move in with her, he had planned to, you know, turn the tables and ask her to actually move in with him, because there was no way he was going to move into this house with both Shawna and Jordan here. But now that all this has gone down, you know, Trent knows what's what. He knows that he has been humiliated and made a fool of. He knows that the secret of what he was doing to these girls is out. So it is time to move him back into his own home. So that's what we are going to do right now. And I apologize for the fact that my throat sounds all scratchy and hoarse today, probably. And that is due to seasonal allergies, which I do struggle with. Okay, so here we go. We are just going to move him back in with his brother. There we go. Okay, that is done. And now we are going to go back to the party and see what all is going on. And we're just going to play Ethan for just a second. You know, and Ethan feels so terrible for Shawna. You know, he really feels bad. He cares so much for her. More than she could ever know, and more than he will even let himself realize, because, you know, in all actuality, the feelings that he feels for Shawna scare him. They terrify him. But he's going to go over and talk with her, and he's going to try to, he's going to have a deep conversation with her and tell her how sorry he is about what Trent has done to her. And he's going to try to cheer her up a little bit, and we'll just see how that goes. You know, Shawna is such a sweet girl. You know, she's such a sweet person, and she tries to see the best in everyone. And it just really kills Ethan that someone would take advantage of her good nature like that, to do this. They're gonna go here together. It really irritates me. I don't know how you all feel about this, but it really, really irritates me when two Sims are having a discussion and one of them walks clear across the room to sit down, and it's like they're not even talking to each other anymore. That really bugs me. Does it bug you all? Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that. Okay, so he's also going to give her a hug. You know, he's trying to make her feel better, and she is so sad. And he cannot stand seeing her feeling this way, but he is going to give her a hug. And what we're going to do is, also, you know, there is the matter of Steven Ramirez. You know, he may be here to pick up the pieces and help Shawna a little bit. And Shawna is going to say hello to him. Shawna is very sad. She's got the breakup blues. And she feels very uncomfortable from seeing that fight between Ethan and Trent. And she is going to talk to Steven. And she's going to ask for his advice. You know, she's going to say, you know, has your brother always been this way? You know, is it something I did? Is it just something in his personality that makes him do what he does? Or was it me? Because Shawna is feeling really bad about herself right now. She thinks, you know, that maybe if she was more interesting, maybe if she was a better person, you know, maybe Trent would not have treated her the way he treated her. But in all actuality, no, that is not the case. You know, it was totally Trent. There was nothing Shawna could have done to make things any different. So she is going to talk with Steven a little bit. She's going to have a deep conversation with him. Steven is feeling very flirty right now. I don't know if Steven was flirting with Laura Donahue or not. I don't know. But she's going to go ahead and tell Steven that she really likes him as a person. And she hopes that this situation between her and Steven's brother does not affect their friendship. Because she does want to be friends with Steven. Now, at this point, Shawna has no intentions of anything romantic with Steven. She just finds him to be easy to talk to and someone that she does want to be friends with. So, you know, that is where we're going with that. Now, let's go to Jordan. Now, as you all know, if you have been watching this LP, Jordan has had her eye on Keith Huddleston for quite some time now. And she is going to have a deep conversation with him, and she's going to try to explain to him what went on between herself and Trent. And she's going to call him over here, away from everyone else, and just have this discussion with him, because she does not want Keith to think that she takes romantic relationships lightly. She wants him to know that she just had her, you know, the best of intentions when she did this whole thing to Trent. You know, that she could not, don't you sit down, that she could not stand seeing what he was doing to Shawna, and she did not want Shawna to be hurt. So that is what she's talking to Keith about right now. And they have a pretty good relationship. She's going to just ask about his day and things like that. She's even going to be funny with him a little bit and tell a couple of jokes. And, you know, she really wants to tell him how she feels. And she does not know how he's going to take that. You know, and she's saying, Keith, let's get away from the party for a little while. Come upstairs with me for a minute, so that we can talk without being interrupted, because there's no telling who's going to walk in right now and interrupt our conversation, and I really need to talk to you about something important. And we will see what Keith says. We will see whether or not he is willing to come upstairs with Jordan and have a discussion with her. Now, see, Carmen just walked in. So let's hope that Carmen does not follow us into the bedroom. Is Carmen coming in here? We might have to lock the door and lock her out. Oops. Oh, okay. And we're gonna say, we're gonna say Jordan, and we're not gonna let Keith out. So I don't know who all these random people are. Never heard of them. But we're just gonna say Jordan. We're gonna lock Keith in. For now, he cannot get away. Because she does not want Carmen coming in here. Yep. See, Carmen was thinking about sitting on the bed with us. No, Carmen. This is a private conversation. Go away. So, hey! That did not work. Okay, fine. I guess let's make sure that it's not locked. I think we'll just hit remove all locks. You know, why does Carmen have to be in here? I don't know. Maybe she'll get the hint and leave. But Jordan really wants to tell Keith how she feels. She is crazy about this guy. She thinks that she could have a very real relationship with him. And she does not need Carmen to be in here. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, Carmen. Go away. Why is Carmen so upset? I really don't know why Carmen's upset, but Carmen, we like you. You know, thank you for coming, but we'll see you later, okay? And she should really get going now. Yes, Carmen, you should really get going now. You really should. Now, back to their conversation that she's wanting to have with Keith. She wants to confess her feelings to him, but she does not know how he is going to respond. And she does not want to get her heart broken. She truly does not. And let's just see how this goes. Okay, now he seemed to like that. Let's just make sure that he is still single. And he's feeling very happy right now, so that's good. And let's make sure. Okay, he is still single, which Jordan has just breathed a sigh of relief about that. She's going to compliment his appearance and give him a little bit of a pickup line. And she's going to ask a risque question and see how he handles that. Oh no, that did not go over well at all. Okay, you know, Keith may just not be into her. She's going to make a smooth recovery with him. And I hope that went over okay. She's just going to flirt with him a little bit more and see if he will how he will respond. Is he going to? No, he is not having it. And Jordan's hopes are becoming dashed here, guys. She's crazy about this guy. Totally and completely crazy about him. So she is going to try to do a smooth recovery. And she's just going to... Are you kidding me? Okay, she's going to try to reveal a deep secret to him. I think Keith is like, he just does not know what to think about Jordan at this point. You know, because of what went down with her and Trent. You know, he doesn't really know if he can trust her at this point. You know, she's told him what has happened. But at the same time, he's just not sure about her. You know, if she was able to trick Trent into believing that she loved him, then how does Keith know that she is honest about the feelings that she says she has for him, you know? Because, you know, Keith is no dummy. He does not want his heart broken. You know, he does not want to fall for a woman and then find out that he's being played and that she didn't really feel, you know, the way about him that she let him believe. So, you know, basically that's what's going on with this. But she is going to try to build up their relationship a little bit more. Let's see if he will let her hug him. Of course, this is just a friendly hug. And we will see how that goes. And Jordan has reached level 3 in the charisma skill. So that is really good. And they are going to have a very deep conversation. And she's just going to try to get to know him even better than what she did. And she's going to flatter him. And she is going to express her admiration for him. you know, and tell him how much she does admire him and how much she does care about him. And we will hope that quite possibly, maybe, he will trust her. I don't know if he will or not. Let's just see if how he would feel about flirting right now. Okay, now it looks like he did like that. So she's just going to do a little bit more flirting. Flirt, flirt, flirt. And let's hope that he does not get bored with this flirting. Okay, so he seems to be liking this okay. She's going to blow him a kiss and see how he takes that. And he's happy right now. What if she were to make a move? Would he brush her away? Will he refuse? Okay, he seemed to have liked that. That is good. So she is going to look deeply in his eyes. And she's going to give him a massage. And let's just see what else. She's going to whisper sweet nothings to him. She's going to tease him flirtatiously. I don't think I've done that interaction much before. And let's just see. She's going to whisper sweet nothings again. We're just going to see how this is going. Oh, I've got to pause for just a second. Be right back. Okay, here we go. Let's just see how Keith takes this. And look at Jordan looking at him. She is so smitten with this guy. She really is. Now, Jordan is a very tough cookie. And for someone to get into her heart, the way that Keith has gotten into her heart means that he is a very special person. She is very selective as to who she allows into her heart and who she does, you know, get real feelings for. So that says a lot about Keith right there, that she would have these feelings for him. And she so totally does. And look at them together. I do think they make quite a cute couple. And he is quite muscular, if I must say so myself. And look at poor Shawna. It looks like she's going to go cry it out. Okay, now let's just see if we possibly, maybe, might be able to take this to the next level, because I really know that Jordan wants to. It does not look like she can just yet. It does not look like she can ask him to be her boyfriend yet, but she wants to. She wants to make a commitment with Keith. She truly does. And there they go. Let's just see. Okay. One thing also, breakup blues. Jordan does not have the breakup blues. So we do need to remove that moodlet from her, because that could have something to do with how her relationship, okay, wrong one. That could really have something to do with how her relationship goes with Keith. And it is not fair to her to have that moodlet on there, because she had planned to break up with Trent the whole time, and she never cared about Trent. No feelings at all whatsoever for him. Therefore, she would not be having any breakup blues. Okay, she's just going to continue to flirt with Keith and try to build up their romantic relationship. She wants to kiss him. You know, they have not yet had their first kiss. she can blow him a kiss. She wants to have her first kiss with him, and their relationship is going pretty good. I really don't know why she's not getting the option to have a first kiss. Really don't know. Maybe it's him. Maybe he's just not quite ready for it yet. I don't know. We will find out. Oh, she can ask him to be her boyfriend. Maybe she can have her first kiss. There we go. They are going to have their very first kiss. I think. Are they? Yes, no, we don't know. First kiss? Are they going to have their first kiss? Maybe Keith is just not feeling it. Let's try again. And here we go. Jordan and Keith Huddleston are having their very first long-awaited kiss. This has been a long time coming for Jordan. She is just really crazy about this guy. She so totally is. And she wants him to know how serious she is taking this relationship. She is going to ask him to be her boyfriend, and we will see what he says. Yes, he is. He cares about Jordan too. And she's going to go ahead and seal the deal with a little bit of woohoo with Keith. Yes, she is. So we will see how this goes. Yep. Jordan and Keith are woohooing for the very first time. And what do you think? Should Jordan ask Keith to move in with her? I don't know. What do you think Shawna and Ethan would think if Jordan asked him to move in? Is it too soon in the relationship for them to live together? Should they take it a little bit slower and see how things go before moving in? Let me know what you think. And do you think that Keith is the right one for Jordan? Or, you know, is this attraction purely physical? Do you think their relationship will stand the test of time? Do you think they have what it takes? I don't know. But let's check in with Shawna and see how she's doing. And it looks like, wait a minute. Who is this guy? This is Zach Cortland, and he was hugging on Laura Donahue. I don't know what's up with that. I really don't. Let's make sure that Ethan has not been cheated on or anything. Ethan's just having a really good time, it looks like, on the computer. So what is he doing? He's browsing the web. Okay, I guess that's fine. We'll let him do that. And Shawna is out here talking with Steven. She is very sad, but she and Steven are chatting and getting to know each other a little bit better. And it looks like Steven's wanting to woohoo. Let's hope that Steven is not like his brother. I'm hoping that he's not. I think he's not. I think he has the good trait, if I'm not mistaken. No, he does not. But he is family-oriented, ambitious, and outgoing. And he has a career in business. So that is good. Okay, it is time for me to end this part here, guys. But I want to thank you all so very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're enjoying this series. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What about Shawna and Steven? What about Jordan and Keith? And, of course, let me know. What about Shawna and Ethan? You know, they are both secretly falling in love with each other, but neither of them is brave enough to say anything about it or do anything about it at this point. So let me know what you think, guys. And if you are enjoying this series, and if you did enjoy this episode, please leave me a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.